you have A&M and Miami, and it's a big week. And I'll tell you why it's big. Because Texas A&M is not paying Jimbo Fisher maybe like a Dave Dorn. And that's no disrespect to Dave Dorn and his salary. But what I'm saying is he's not being paid as coach 13, 14, 15 in the country. He's being paid $90 and $100 million in that range as a top 3 or 4 paid coach in the country. And through 50 games, I don't think anyone was going to be sitting here saying, you know what? Through 50 games, I bet Jimbo Fisher is 1 win less than Kevin Sumlin. They weren't paying for that kind of production. They were paying for Texas A&M to not only be a top 10 team, be fighting for the SEC West, be fighting for an SEC championship, and playing for a college football playoff berth. And that hasn't happened. He signed the number 1 ranked recruiting class in the country. Texas A&M had all kinds of hype coming into the season. And now you're talking about the real possibility. If they come up short against Miami, you guys know how this works in college football. It starts as a whisper. Oh, he's underperforming. He's not doing great. Whispers become a conversation. Conversation in this sport becomes screaming. And Jimbo Fisher was not looking at the schedule this year and pointing to last weekend at Appalachian State, thinking that that would be a hiccup. But here we are. And now Miami comes in with Mario Cristobal. They're 2-0. They were borderline overlooking Southern Miss last week. It wasn't the greatest start for them. They finally figured it out, and I think the score's 30-7. Somewhere around there, they finally got rid of Southern Miss. But now you've got a program and a guy in Mario Cristobal back at his alma mater who was trying to establish that culture of the U again. What better opportunity for him and that team on a national television audience, 9 p.m. Eastern, ESPN? What better opportunity for Mario to bring what he's trying to build into College Station, hostile environment, national television audience to say, you know what? We are headed where I think this thing's capable of going. You do that against Texas A&M, who's a little wobbly right now, it makes for a fascinating story. There are people that think maybe Jimbo should pull off a Haynes King at starting quarterback and put in the LSU transfer Max Johnson. I had my good friend Roddy Jones with me on SportsCenter today, and he was saying, hey, look, yeah, you could make a change at quarterback, but right now it's the offensive line. And Haynes gives them the best opportunity to run. Max Johnson's not known as a runner. He's a pocket passer, left-handed kid, very accurate, but can't run. And maybe that's a lot of why Jimbo's sticking with Haynes. But when you look at the overarching storyline of A&M Miami, keep this in mind. Jimbo Fisher now is trying to get people to buy into this hype of what he's getting paid. They got him from Florida State, and it just hasn't taken off yet. They were 4-4 in the SEC last year, but because they beat Alabama, people forgot about it. And so this one's huge. It's huge because Miami's trying to build, and Jimbo Fisher's trying to let people believe. And so the loser of this one, look, if Miami loses, it's year 1 of Mario. They're going to be fine. If Texas A&M loses, it's like I said a second ago, a whisper turns into a conversation, turns into a yell. And so keep an eye on A&M Miami, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.